Set up the camera, the other joint. Set up this joint. So we good to go. Alright, man. Shout out to Wallow269 for teaching me how to do this camera thing. I got a Droid and an iPhone. And we got another phone. That's how we do it. 3 phones. You dig? You never have enough phones when you try to make this breezy. That breezy. What it do? What the business is. Word on the street, Coach Ken know how to handle it. Alright, man, look. Before I start, man, I got some new jewelry. Update, man. I got the pink cast. Shout out to my man Cameron Killer. It is what it is. That's why I got the pink cast. Watch the show this morning with Rayford Austin, Mark Jackson on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Stat Baby, Cameron. Mace ain't make it today, I don't know. But great show, great education, man. Shout out to that joint. You know what I'm saying? That joint was lit this morning. Just finished watching Joe Budden podcast. Their latest episode. You know, they're going to give you 2 hours and change. It's great conversation, great education. You know what I'm saying? What else? Oh, Nightcap. Watched that last night as well. That was a great show. Oh, man, I saw Stephen A. Smith, man. Watch his show. Woo! Shots fired at Jason Whitlock. Pop, 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 pop. Everybody duck. Oh, my God. Hey, I ain't never liked Jason Whitlock in my life. I've been peeped him. Big, fat, no good, dirty, don't like black people. Been dogging black people since ESPN, since Fox. I was wondering how this man was keeping a job. And now guess what? Now he working for Blazer or something. They said some junk he working for. Stephen A. Smith said. Check my Facebook page. I posted that joint on there. He working for some joint now. He's irrelevant. We ain't even gonna bring him up no more. But I like what Stephen A. Smith said. Shots fired. And he said he got more to come if you really want to keep on doing it. But he said he ain't gonna talk about him no more. So that was some good money this early today. Alright, man, let's get started, man. It's Teamendless83podcast, man. Episode 27, part 2. Alright, I'm supposed to bring y'all this back on Tuesday. Life been lifing. But guess what? It's my podcast. I can do what I want to do with it. Right now, I'm giving y'all 2 episodes this week. I only been doing 1 whole time. Alright? I only been doing one time. Hey, let's not forget, shout out to the sponsor, Gatorade. Yeah, we moving up. Gatorade what? Don't hate me. Congratulate me. Gatorade in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout them out. You know what I mean? We moving up in the world. Alright? Like I said, Teamendless83 podcast, man. It's episode 27, part 2. This is the College Football National Championship edition. But guess what we talking about today? We're going to be talking about the playoffs. I did all the college stuff on the first joints. I did the college football. I did the college, the college basketball and the women's. I do got a little bit to talk about for the national championship game. I ain't even write no notes on it. It was a good game early. Drake got away from who the hell was playing? God damn, who the hell was this playing? Oh, Washington and Michigan. Yeah, Washington and Michigan. Washington and Michigan was a good game. Whatever. That Drake got away from Washington. I actually picked Washington to win that 31-28. Shit, if they would have held their end of the bargain, it could have been almost close to that, but they couldn't hold their end of the bargain. Too much run game, too much defense. Penix had his worst game in maybe 4 years since a freshman, but I'll talk about all that later. All right, let me start this joint, man. Everybody be safe, man. Spread the love. Each one teach one. It's enough to go around for everybody. Uplift, encourage, trust God, trust the process. God first, God is, God did. Straight like that. All right. Follow me on Instagram, Teamendless83podcast. Follow me on Facebook, Kenyan Coach Ken McAfee. My YouTube channel is Kenyan McAfee 3191. Go like, subscribe, man. Subscribe, get my subscribers up. Support these people how y'all don't even be knowing them. Support them. Y'all know me personally, man. Support me. Y'all keep saying y'all support me. Y'all ain't supporting shit until you subscribe, like, and share. If you ain't do that, you don't support me. I ain't trying no more bullshit. If you don't do that, you don't support me at all. Cause y'all do that shit to these motherfucking famous niggas y'all never met. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, keeping it a buck. Like my man Turk say, hot boy Turk, tell the truth, ain't lying, niggas. So it is what it is. Follow my YouTube for my first testimony about my motorcycle accident, man. I thought I re-broke my knee out, but it was just a broken bone above the knee. Add that to my boneyard, man. I'm the 10 man, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never break a bone until a motorcycle accident in 2020. Now I can't stop breaking them. But God is good, another testimony, gotta be in this new jewelry for 6 weeks. That's not small to a giant, you know what I'm saying? B, that's actually perfect timing. About to start back up my basketball training and everything around that time. That's like March. So yeah, everything gonna line up for your boy. Hey, just pray for me like I pray for you. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. But my, like I said, my YouTube, my first testimony from a motorcycle accident is Kenya McAfee, Choices Interlude, a True Testimony on YouTube, man. Go check it out. I post it on all my pages. You can go click the links, all that stuff, man. Just watch it. It's about an hour, some change long, but it's been the best hour of your life, best invested. See how God saved my life. See how God really works. I tell you the whole story of everything. I'm gonna do another testimony soon, but I'm gonna add this testimony into it too. But that's just the biggest one I got. Alright, man, shout out to all my podcasters that I look, babe, that I watch, that I love, that I learn from, that I study. This is what I do. So shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game. Shout out to Gills Arenas. Shout out to Drink Champs. Shout out to Joe Budden Podcast. Shout out to Pivot. Shout out to Is What It Is Podcast. Well, I don't think they know podcast. They just the show. Is What It Is. Shout out to Vlad TV. Shout out my man DJ Academics. Shout out All the Smoke. Shout out to Nightcap Podcast. Shout out Club Shay Shay. Shout out Stephen A. Smith Podcast. Shout out First Take. Shout out Undisputed. Shout out First Things First. Shout out Speak. And shout out to Godfather, Colin Cowherd, baby. Been watching my man forever, man. I've been watching, I've been listening ever since back in the day. Even shout out to DC Radio, Sports Talk 980. My father put me on that a long time ago. Y'all know who my father is, Kenya McAfee. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, look him up, Google him. You know what I'm saying? He might be able to teach you something. You feel me? I learned from him. You know what I'm saying? That's what the discipline, dedication, motivation, that's where all that come from. Pops. You hear me? Give Pops his credit. Give him Pops his flowers. Alright? Shout out to Miss Ebony, not Ebony Riddick, to Miss Riddick, the founder, did everything around District Heights. I think I shout her out, dedicated the last show to her again. We're going to dedicate this one to her again. Shout out Miss Riddick. Shout out Horse. You know what I'm saying? My dog, I told you I was going to shout her out. Told you I'm going to dedicate the podcast to her because she the one who started this. Gave Horse. Then we did the Warriors thing. We did the District Heights thing. She ran the whole thing. She's still alive. District Heights would have never fell off because she ran everything. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring it back one day. God willingly, we're going to bring it back one day. Coach Kim probably going to do it. You know what I'm saying? When I get my job that I've been praying for, and then I start my program back up, Endless. Guess what? I even started District Heights back up, man. Because that's what I do. I'm a starter, and I'm a finisher, and I'm a trendsetter, and I'm a God-first type of guy. God is, God did type of guy. There's no type about it. But guess what? I'm a real nigga, too. And I'm a street nigga, too. And I play basketball and football, too. And I play video games, too. Guess what? I does it all. Yeah, just went, 82 plus 4, 86 plus 3. I'm 89-0 on NBA 2K. You don't believe me? Go to my page, Teamendless83podcast, and you'll see it. I'm 89-0. Well, I got 88. I just won 89. Second round, 3 games in, just blew them out by like 50. Playing Orlando Magic, I think. 89-0, man. I'm going for the perfect season. 82 regular season, 16 in the playoffs. Undefeated, whole season. 82 plus 16 is what? 82 plus 10, 92. Add 6 to that, that's 98-0 when it looked like that. You dig? Alright, man, let me get started, man. This joint better be recording on my other phone too, because if it don't, I'm gonna be real mad, man. Alright, let's get started. So like I said, I was supposed to do this one on Monday. I didn't do it, so I got some old stuff in here I'm gonna read off. So bear with me. Some of this stuff I'm gonna read was from Sunday, because I was supposed to do this Monday. This one I broke majority of my notes. Just took a few more notes for today, just to keep up with the times. Alright, but first we want to start from the NFL Week 18 games. Alright, we had the Steelers versus the Ravens. The Steelers won 17-10. We had the Texans versus the Colts. The Texans won 23-19. We had the Cowboys versus Washington. Cowboys won 38-10. My Washington Redskins, they my second team now. I told y'all I'm a Ravens fan now. They my second team. Of course, we can't win nothing. They fired everybody. Let's see what they do with it. We had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Panthers. They won 9-0 over the Panthers. We had the Browns versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati won 31-14. Remember, a lot of these players, teams set out their players. Everything was already locked, so you can read into this as much as you want. So you got the Vikings versus the Lions. Lions won 30-20. Remember, this show is all about results, not reasons, too. I'm giving you straight facts. Really none in my opinion. I'm just reading off the facts. I don't even do all the opinions too much, for real, for real. This is all numbers. This is all facts. That's it. Wins and losses. That's it. You take it however you want to take it. These are wins and losses. I ain't making none of this up. Alright. Where was I at? Okay. So you got the Jets versus the Patriots. Jets won 17-3. Bill Belichick is done. We'll get to that a little bit later. You got where am I? Okay, you got Atlanta versus New Orleans. The Saints won 48-17 over Atlanta. You had the Jags versus Tennessee. Tennessee won 28-20. You got the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Seahawks won 21-20. You got the Bears versus the Packers. Packers won 17-9. I like the Packers over the Cowboys in the first round. I'm telling you, I do. I ain't make my picks for the first round. Neither, man. Shoot. I gotta make my first round picks too. I'm tripping. Let me try to find that first round picks, man. I'm gonna make my first round picks too. Y'all got an ESPN app on this phone? NFL playoff schedule. Alright, I got it. Hey, that's why you gotta have multiple phones, baby. Multiple phones get the job done. Alright, where is that? Alright, Kansas City versus San Diego. Kansas City won 13-12. Denver versus the Raiders. Alright, Denver versus the Raiders. Raiders won 27-14. Philly versus the Giants. Giants won 27-10. You had the Rams versus the 49ers. The Rams won 21-20. You had the Bills versus Miami, which was the biggest game of the weekend to me. Bills won 21-14 to get into the playoffs. Alright, oh, I do got the games right here. Look at me being prepared. I got the games right here. I don't even need my phone. I'm tripping. Alright, so I'm gonna give you the power rankings for me, the end of season. This is this regular season power rankings, the end of the season. Alright, I got 12 on here this week. I'm gonna give you my top 12. 12 is Houston Texans at 10-7. Number 11 was Pittsburgh at 10-7. Number 10 was Philly at 11-6. Number 9 was Miami at 11-6. Number 8 was Houston at 10-7. Number 7 was Kansas City at 11-6. Number 6 was Cleveland at 11-5. And my top 5 power rankings was, I got Buffalo at number 5, 11-6. I got Dallas at number 4, 12-5. I got San Francisco at number 3, 12-5. I got Detroit at number 2 at 12-5. And of course, still reigning on top. You already know what it is, my number 1 team now. You know what I'm saying? The Baltimore Ravens, baby. Yeah. Play like a Raven. That's what we do. Play like a Raven. Yeah. Got the Ravens at number 1, man. Hey, anybody need the money gun, man? Hey, if you got that bread, go get it. It's called the Rainmaker, man. Shout out to the Rainmaker. That's the whole goal. Put that money in there and bust off on them. Hey, don't forget, dude. Hey, don't play with my poker chips, dude. Got the poker chips, baby. What I do, cash out. You know what I'm saying? God is good, man. All the time, man. Alright, that's my power rankings. Hey, Mike, man, thanks for the hat, man. They saying it look good too, man. I appreciate you, brother. I ain't gonna lie. You's a good man. Alright. So I'm gonna go over the headlines for the NFL. Alright, this was coming off of these headlines. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do my playoff picks real quick. Alright. Wild card weekend. Alright. You got the Browns at 11-6 versus the Texans at 10-7. I'm going with the Texans, man. I think their quarterback is just gonna be a little bit better. I don't know if I can say Stroud is better than Flacco though. God dang. Cause they ain't got Deshaun Watson no more. They got Flacco. Woo. I'm going to go Texans, man. I don't know. I like C.J. Stroud, and I like D'Amico Ryans as their coach. I'm going to go Texans. All right, I got Miami at 11-6 versus Kansas City at 11-6. There's no way Miami going to go into that cold and beat Kansas City. It's just not going to happen. Tua, no, he would not beat Patrick Mahomes. I get that like a 0.1% chance of him beating Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Just ain't gonna happen unless injuries or turnovers. That's the only way. All right. I got Pittsburgh at 10-7 versus the Bills at 11-6. That's gonna be a hell of a game, man. But I went with Buffalo. Man, that pelvic be swelling up, man. Shit crazy. I went with Buffalo to pull that off. Alright, Packers at 9-8 versus the Cowboys at 12-5. This is my upset special of the week, Slim. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going with the Packers. For one, I do